When hang gliding first became popular, Burke Ewing was one of the world's best. But he gave up the sport for years because of a tragic loss, his best friend and co-pilot Curtis. Now, Burke Ewing is back in the air again. Here's Meg Griffin.
Burke Ewing loves to fly, but not the way most people do. Burke's flights begin with a leap off a 1,000-foot cliff. Then he lets the wind carry him hundreds of feet above the Southern California coast.
People can just experience feeling a flight. I'm telling you, they'd be a different person. I mean, you know, all the problems in the world and stuff, you just step off, get away from this earth for a few moments and be by yourself harmonizing. There's just nothing like it.
There he soars like an eagle, floating gracefully over the world below. Burke even wrote a song to capture and share his special thrill with others. But Burke didn't enjoy flying alone. He helped pioneer the art of hang gliding with two people. It's called tandem flying. And when Burke couldn't find another person to tandem with, he chose a canine co-pilot, his adorable German Shepherd dog, Curtis.
One time, he followed me down a cliff, broke his left front leg, and that was his sign saying he never wanted to be apart from me. And so, tears that went through in my eyes, knowing that he wanted to be with me so bad, from that day on, I never let him down. Built him a harness, and together we were one forever.
Burke and Curtis did everything together. The daring duo were the best of buddies.
People used to say, well, does he like to fly? And I mean, he'd waggle his tail, and we'd look around, he'd look where I was looking and stuff like that, and we were just one.
But sadly, in 1979, Curtis died of old age.
I look back and I wish he was on my back, and he's not there, you know. I know he's up in doggy heaven looking down, but, you know, it kind of hurts.
Burke Ewing laid down his wings. He found flying wasn't as much fun without Curtis, but to Burke's surprise, he and Curtis had created a legacy. To this day, at the Torrey Pines glider port in La Jolla, California, where Burke originated canine tandem flying, other hang gliding pilots are flying with their dogs. Steve Stackable was one of those to follow Burke's lead. He designed a flight suit for his boxer, Holly.
Get your head through there. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. All right, let's go, Holly. Ready? Stand up on me, Holly.
Once Holly got comfortable, she settled down and enjoyed the trip.
The longer we stayed up, she really started relaxing and watching the birds and the sailplanes and stuff like that.
Periodically, Steve reached back to pet Holly and fill her in on the flight plan.
Let's get some airplanes, Holly.
And by the end of their adventure, Holly plants a typical doggy-style thank you on Steve's face.
Give me kisses for the blind. Oh, yes, you're a great co-pilot.
Ernie Casco's dog, Splash, is deaf and never leaves Ernie's side, even when he hang glides.
My dog learned to fly because she used to have a fit when I would launch without her. By the time I landed, I'd have every pilot in the area pretty angry. Noise pollution.
These rugged daredevil pilots deeply love their dogs. As for the founder of tandem dog flying, Burke Ewing hasn't replaced Curtis yet, but he's found another co-pilot to fill his loneliness. Last year, Burke married Susan Dasbach, and together they decided to return to the sport that always meant so much to him.
The first time I saw him run off the edge of the cliff, my heart did jump a little, but I trust him, and it's not a hobby with him. You know, it's part of who he is.
Burke has decided to get another dog and train it to hang glide, but he knows that no canine will ever be able to replace his legendary Curtis, the first hang gliding hound in the world.
If only those dogs could talk. You have to wonder if they really enjoy that, but in this case, I guess it's like sticking your head out of the car window, only at 10,000 feet.